Hello everyone, welcome to the club. I'm Philip Landers, going solo this week here as we get you caught up on everything Cave City High School sports and extracurricular activities. A little bit of a shorter episode for you this week as all of our sports in the fall are winding down, and so our football season just wrapped up a week ago, and as they went down to Harding and finished up there with a 40-9 final score against an undefeated Harding, ranked number 3 in the state ball club. And football will be heading to off-season workouts now, and some of those young men will go to basketball, and we'll be talking a lot about basketball as we go forward. The cross-country team had their state championship recently. We sent 3 runners down there, and all 3 ran their personal best time in their races and finished in the top 30 individually in their respective races. Jude Doty finished with a personal record time of 19 minutes and 29.4 seconds to finish in 29th place overall. Aubrey Milligan finished with her personal best time of 21 minutes 56 seconds and finished 13th overall in the state cross country. She was also the second fastest freshman finisher in the Class 3A state championship race. Brittany Mahan ran her personal best also, 21 minutes 24 seconds, and earned a trip to the state podium with a 9th place finish. Good job for Brittany. She also earned all-state honors for her efforts, becoming the first girl in Cave City cross-country history to secure all-state honors. And we're really proud of all of our cross-country and football athletes this year, and really proud of these 3 going to state and finishing fantastic and running their personal best, and that's what we look for. Our basketball season has just started in the last week. Our boys went to the Arvest tournament in Flippin, the Arvest Bank tournament, to open their season, and they got a good win to start things off, a 68-30 pounding of Norfolk, and then fell earlier this week to a hot shooting Kingston Ball Club by a score of 73-52. Our girls have started off on a 2-game winning streak. Our senior Cave women, they played at McCrory a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, I should say, and won in a squeaker, 63-11. Close game there. And then they won their home opener just a couple of days ago against Pocahontas, 40-33, as they did a good job in the last minute to hold off a furious Pocahontas comeback. And that's got you up to date on our sports going on right now. We're going to step away for a moment, and when we come back, we're going to talk with some members of the Cave City High School Band and get the inside take on the band, and we'll have that for you in just a moment right here on the club.
Cable Channel 6 is here for you. Here are all the services that we offer to you. Let's start simple. We offer community access slideshows which last all day long. We create and air your business commercials. We offer filming and editing services for a fee. We are also seeking football and basketball sponsors for live casts. If any of these offers interest you, please call the Caveman Radio TV hotline at 283-3309. We are Cable Channel 6, and we cover everything that is Caveman.
The club, it's time for the inside take on Cave City Band. We have Ashley Allen with us today. Ashley's a junior. She's our drum major. And then we have Ithyca Bacon, a senior, headed to UCA, we think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And she is first clarinet in our band. So how many clarinets do we have?
We have 6 clarinets at the moment.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and you're the first. That's nice. Do you ever pull rank on the other 5 and say,
Not really.
now listen? No?
No, not
Okay.
really. We have section leaders, so since I have seniority over them, I help and I teach them things, and it's just quicker that way, so Mr. Smith doesn't have to divvy it up. But
Right.
other than
Okay.
that, it's not really like an authority thing.
Oh, no, of course not. So, big role there. But Ashley is the drum major. So, on Friday nights, I mean, you're the one that's kind of keeping everybody going.
I am, yeah.
You put the hands up. And so, what was the process you went through to get to be the drum major?
Well, we had to take a public vote.
Okay.
A public vote on how good my conducting was and if people liked me up there or not.
Right.
And I got chosen, and then I went to camp for about a month, which costed like hundreds of dollars.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I stayed there about 9 hours a day.
Okay, so I
At Lyon
had
College.
no idea there was that
Yeah.
much. You should watch a lot of the big colleges. The drum major will take off running and they lean back and start
yeah, I've
high stepping.
seen
Did you
that.
work on the high step?
No, not at all. Actually.
Not at all.
No, they
well,
didn't teach me anything.
you know what? That's something for senior year. You can work
Hey,
on
maybe.
and twirl that baton.
I might be boogieing.
That's right. So, okay. So, is it possible for a high school band to have too much fun at a Friday night football game?
Absolutely not.
Of course not.
If you guys tested that theory pretty hard, I watched you
yeah.
this
Yeah.
year, and you have the best time down there.
Yeah, we do.
We have a ball. We like to think that we're just another type of cheerleaders.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we participate in the cheers and stuff, and we have our own little chants, and we're just there to boost morale for everyone. We just have a ball.
You do, and it fills in the sound of the game and in between plays and timeouts, and it gets the students going, and you guys play such a valuable role, and it's been so much fun. When it rains, which I think we only had one game ever, we had a little bit of rain, which was kind of nice, but does that change anything you do at all when it's wet outside?
If it's really pouring, some of our instruments have to be put up.
Right.
The weather will just damage it. But if it's just sprinkling a little bit, we don't let it stop us.
Okay, that's what we like. Yeah, you guys do. One of the other things I've noticed is that there's a camaraderie between school bands, right?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
You guys will sit and watch them, or they will sit and watch you, and usually the loudest response comes from the other school's band for each band.
Yeah.
And so do you get to talk to those kids like
Yeah,
after games?
it's
What's that
so
like?
fun.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think at first we thought it was just us. We get a third quarter off at football games
Right.
and in basketball games just to go do whatever. We don't have to play. And other bands seem to have that as well. So we take that to kind of like bond with other bands. And like I said before, we're all just other cheerleaders. So there's no animosity between that.
Yeah,
like there's
it's
with
a
football
unique.
teams.
I mean, the sports are competitive, and while they talk, after the game, you'll see players talk. But for you guys, it's totally supportive all the time, and it's not about you're all in it together. And I think that's a neat thing. So, your instructor, Mr. Jeffrey Smith, what's the funniest story we could tell about him on
my
television,
gosh.
on Facebook?
We could talk about how he said poggers the other day.
Is that the funniest thing? No.
Maybe
No.
not, but
Okay.
it's pretty funny.
So he has some funny things
He
he
likes
says and
to
does.
mimic our slang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the times
he
he'll
is
try to
not.
use it in class.
He's not native Arkansan, is he?
No, he's from Louisiana.
Louisiana. That's right.
So
Oh, that's
sometimes
right.
he says something that has a different accent to
And we
it.
will not understand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that could be a lot of fun to work through that for sure. So
I think the funniest thing, I don't know.
The funniest thing is definitely when he tries to do slang,
Yeah.
like poggers, no cap. Yeah. He's like, on God. And we're like, okay.
Oh.
don't know. Okay, don't know what that meant. And okay.
Oh, or that he used to game.
Yeah.
He's a total gamer.
Oh, he's
and
a
it's
video
so
gamer.
funny.
Video
Yes.
games.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. If I could get a Nintendo, I'd be still video gaming too. Right. So we love the video games. So football has wrapped up, and so now we move to basketball season. You
So
guys are
excited.
pep band for basketball too.
So we have our
right.
pep rally tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, and then
Right.
we have the homecoming game that we're playing at Friday night.
Right. And this is actually airing, of course. Our homecoming's coming up in a bit as we record this early. You folks know. So that pep rally was yesterday.
Right.
So we can predict how it went. Right. How did
Yes.
it go, we'll say.
It went incredible.
It went incredible pep rally. We're
act-
predicting that it went well.
We actually had two of our band members playing games with the cheerleaders.
Okay.
So, and that was just a blast.
Yeah. One of the fun things, if you guys ever can make a pep rally, you folks, is they always have these contests with a lot of the kids and sometimes faculty. And I did something with, Lynn Williams and I were tied together with rope.
Yeah, I saw
Probably
that.
won't do that one again. But pep rallies are loads of fun, and the band is a part of that. And you're part of our basketball, right? So our Cave City Fight song is one of the standards that you guys learn. But that is actually a very common song, and I bet you guys have talked about that in band. Tell our folks, there's a name, that song has a name, right?
Yeah.
Azusa, I think, is the name of it.
Yeah, I do believe it is called that.
Right.
Every school has it.
And
Yeah.
Batesville, for example, uses the exact same song for their fight song, but the words are different.
Yeah, and it just mixes it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some have
Sometimes
falls.
have different rhythms and stuff, or they'll just throw little nicks in.
Yeah.
stuff
So
in there.
it's a neat thing that when you play that kids all over America have been playing that for over 100 years probably.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that crosses your mind, but it should. It's a neat thing that
Yeah.
you guys get to do. So as we talk about music for you, that's a big part of your life. You love the band. Are we thinking about when high school is over, not looking for marching band in college, or are we?
I think it would be a great opportunity if, because I am going to UCA and their band is incredible.
Yes.
I would love to be a part of that. Right now, I just don't know if it's if I have the time for it.
It's it's another level.
I'll have to schedule classes first and
But
see
do you
how I
think
can
you'll
do
still
that.
play your clarinet even after high
Yes.
school? Always, right?
Always.
And I would say that's probably kind of a relaxing thing when you can pull that out at
It's
home.
just it's just fun to do. I love to explore different pieces and see what I can do. But I don't just play clarinet. I learned guitar and piano when I was little, and clarinet was just something I picked up when I came into band in middle school. So it's just
Excellent. Now, drum major, of course, you're running the show.
I am.
And you're a perfect fit for that. But I mean, you're going to play an instrument too, right?
I do play an instrument.
What do you play?
I play the tuba.
The tuba,
Yeah,
okay.
and the sousaphone.
Because it's easy to carry around. That's why we like
No.
the tuba. No, it
No,
is not,
it's
is it?
not.
No, it is not.
No, it's about 25 pounds.
It is very heavy, and you got to really get into that thing. And
Yeah.
but it really provides it makes the sound really full
Yeah.
for the band. I mean, they're important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So-
the band's the most important.
Right. So you will be drum major, we think, next year too, right?
Yes.
You'll
I'll
do
be
that.
23 and 24.
Okay. So that's excellent. So don't want to take you guys from class for too long,
Okay.
but we love talking band with you just a little bit. So Ashley Allen, Ithyca Bacon, members of our high school band, thank you ladies for your time.
You're welcome. It was
All right.
a pleasure to be here.
You bet. That's the inside take on the band. Caden and I will be back with more of the club in just a moment. Welcome back. Thanks to our young ladies for giving us some time out of their classes to talk about high school band, Ashley and Ithyca. We appreciate all of our students making time to come down and be here on the club, and we hope you've enjoyed getting to know those kids a little bit. If you see them, let them know how much you enjoy seeing them here on the show. For boys basketball, we have homecoming tonight, and that's the boys' home opener coming up in a little bit. Crowley's Ridge Academy here in town for that one, junior and senior boys action, and homecoming in between the games. So make sure you can get out there and watch that tonight. This next week on Tuesday night, I believe it's a 4-game night up at Calico Rock starting at 4 p.m. And that would be junior and senior girls and boys. Conference opener against Mountain View will be at home on Monday, November 27th. That's coming up. That's a 5 p.m. time there. Then they'll be heading to Bald Knob and then at Highland later that week. That'll be a 3-game week for our senior boys coming up the week after Thanksgiving. But between now and the holiday, it's a Tuesday night game up at Calico Rock. For our senior cave women, as we mentioned, going to Calico on Tuesday, and then they'll be here at home for that opener against Mountain View also. That's Monday the 27th when we come back, and then traveling to Bald Knob on Tuesday the 28th. And so make sure you can get out and support our basketball teams every chance you get, especially here at home. You should be able to find schedule cards at some of the area businesses here in town, and that way you can make sure to not miss a game of Cave City basketball. And remember, we'll bring you all the high school games on Caveman Radio, Facebook Live, and right here on Channel 6. Our last episode of the fall semester of the club will be coming up here in a couple of weeks on Friday, December the 1st at 5:30. We'll be talking about Cave City sports media next time, and we'll include some students from our television and radio classes, and we look forward to having those kids here. That's coming up in 2 weeks here on the club. Thanks for tuning in for a short episode this week. Thanks again to Ithyca and Ashley for coming on to talk about band. Thanks to Coach Haling for making this show possible and getting it on the air. And thanks to you for watching. We'll see you next time on the club.